The Klingons have made a tactical error, and we intend to capitalize on it. The only thing between us and the liberation of Pryor's world are 3 orbital mining stations, labeled Zenith 1 through 3. We need to capture them to clear the way for our security force transports. Drop their shields, and transport away teams over to capture the stations. The stations lack weapons of their own, but they're surrounded by heavily armed defense satellites. Disabling the satellites is a good idea. The satellites are linked to each station's control systems. Once a station is captured, any linked satellites will be rebooted under our control. We don't have much time. Drop the facility shields and board them!
How's it going, everyone? Nyzam45 here with some more Star Trek Online. Alright, so today we are playing the new TFO, Operation Riposte. We're playing Operation Riposte today. Okay, so first thing that we're going to be doing is taking out these I don't know what they are, orbital platforms or whatever. As lady with the hairdo just said over there. Okay, you're still okay. You know what? I'm just gonna talk over her because she's not gonna shut up during this entire thing. Anyway, long story short, first part of this new TFO. This is a new featured TFO that was just released with Star Trek Online, and the first part that we are to doing is taking over these shield stations or whatever they are. Long story short, essentially all we have to do is going to take these guys' shields down completely and then board them 9 times to retake control of them. How this plays into whatever story is going on at this point in the mission, I have no clue, mainly because I was not really paying attention, but we've just disabled the shields of the second one. Something great about disabling the shields of these guys, oh my, I'm being attacked by 1,000 people. Hang on, what is going on here? Anyway, something great about playing this TFO as Nyzam here is that I have all Tetrion-based weapons, so taking out the shields of the stations is actually really pretty easy for me. Especially because I'm also using the Zenkethi torpedoes, which are Tetrion torpedoes, by the way. And so once we capture them 9 times, they turn blue, and then we have only 1 left, which is right over there. There's a few Klingons from the Discovery era around here that we can just plow through. It's pretty simple, though. So far, I've been liking this new TFO. This is currently a featured TFO event that's... I don't know how long it's going to be lasting. I'm assuming 2, 3, 4 weeks? 3 weeks? I don't know how long these things last anymore. But so far, I'm liking it pretty well. It's a little long for my taste in an event TFO, but in general, it's pretty good, especially since it introduces some interesting mechanics that we haven't seen in many other things in Star Trek Online, so I'm pretty good with that. I just also noticed... Huh, interesting. No, I was about to say that I just noticed that my shields are down for some reason. Like the same time we just took down the station shield as well. I wonder if that had any correlation to it. Actually, no, I keep getting shot with something, it looks like. Oh well. Anyway, now that the station shields are down, we have a bunch of Klingons over here that we're gonna go blow up because you know that's how things work in Discovery. We just blow things up constantly. Not that these guys are gonna stand much of a chance, and they're all dead. Oh, I love being overpowered.
All ships, be advised. Our security force transports are arriving. Each transport will warp in, beam troops to the surface, and then warp out of the combat zone. Their shields will be down during transporter operations, so we need to protect them while they do their jobs. Any questions? Now's a good time to ask.
Now, what's the biggest threat to our transports?
The Klingons have several anti-ship missile batteries on the surface. The missiles are big targets, but they're also fast. Shooting them down will be a top priority. Sensors are reading multiple Klingon vessels approaching at high warp.
Okay, too late. You couldn't finish in time.
Before they reach our transports.
So the next part of this TFO, that was Patel, by the way. If you didn't recognize her, she's got a new haircut from the last time we saw her in the Mirror Universe over Pavo. Yeah, I recognized the name when we did that. Anyway, so the next part, unfortunately, I'm not going to be participating in the main part of this battle. because we won't succeed if I don't, because no one else ever bothers to do this part of the job. But anyway, so right now up there where all the action is happening. Oh no, I missed one! Oh no!
2 missiles just launched at transport beta 1.
No! No, I gotta catch it! Shoot it with that thing. That should kill it quickly. It's not doing nearly enough damage. Come on, kill it, come on! Okay. Anyway, these anti-vehicle missiles, geez, what is this, World War I? Anyway, these anti-ship missiles that are being launched from the surface are targeting these troop transports that are up there. Now, they're rather slow, so they're not too difficult to manage, but the problem is that if they reach the transports, they are a one-shot kill. And from the number of times I have played this mission so far, man, these things are hard to hit. Okay. You know, the first part of this mission is really great when you're flying an escort like me with Tetrion weapons. Absolute best. The rest of the mission, however, is really difficult because you gotta hit these things, and they have really high defense ratings. So like 90% of your shots just miss. One little thing to note, am I missing any? No, just this one? Okay. One thing to note, if you ever have torpedo spread, that is a guaranteed hit. So, just keep that in mind whenever you're doing anything. Anyway, so there are Klingons occasionally trying to destroy the troop transports up there, but it is a good idea for someone to remain relatively close to Pryor's world down there, which is the planet, and shoot down these missiles, because if one of them makes it through, like I said, they're a one-shot kill to the transports, so maybe I can... Anytime you want to shoot those torpedoes, bud. Okay, there you go. Hey, someone finally came to help! How nice! Yeah, every time I've played this mission so far, which is only 3 times, including this one, no one has ever really bothered to take care of the missiles. And I tried helping up there one time a few games back, and we were losing transports left and right because no one was noticing that the missiles were being shot up. And by the time they get up there, you have about like 5 seconds to kill them. So, long story short, not a good idea to... Where is it? Up, back there. Okay. You got to stay vigilant when you're working with these things, because these things will sneak right past you. You wouldn't think a giant flare of a torpedo would, but they do.
Transport Gamma 3 is targeted. Destroy the missile.
I'm working on it, lady. I'm working on it. Anyway, long story short, I am really enjoying this TFO so far. Like I said, I feel it's a bit long. We're not actually even halfway through yet, and we're already 10 minutes in-ish. But the fact that like missiles are being launched from the surface, the whole part where we had to do like a little bit of like capture the flag during the beginning there, that was pretty cool. So far, I'm just in general really liking the new mechanics that are being introduced in this particular mission. Hopefully we'll see more stuff like this introduced in the future for Star Trek Online, because this is actually really kind of interesting. It actually feels like an actual like military mission, like we're going in and taking over Klingon territory and stuff. That was the last of the Klingon missiles. Really? Okay, if you say so. Just one transport left, but anyway. So once that transport goes out, there's one more station right over there that I'm facing right now. We're going to go on and head over there anyway, because that was the last transport and we got 10 seconds. So this next area, essentially, this is still part of the mission that I don't particularly care for.
The security forces of land transport vessels. Clear the zone of all remaining Klingon vessels. Disable them. Once they're down, tow them back to the fleet with tractor beams. The Klingons will try to kill their own before seeing them captured. Destroy enemy ships that go after the transports. Any questions?
We only have 10 seconds, so no, I do not have any questions. Thank you. Anyway, so I really wish I could have that ability to just double talk and, you know, say one thing but also say the other thing like everyone in SGO does. Like, it's an amazing ability. I wish I could do that. I talk really fast, but it doesn't really work all the time. Anyway, so this next part... Dang it, I didn't mean to use my piloting ability. I could have used that. Okay, someone's getting the first transport there. So, essentially what this next part is we have to play Keep Away.
Disable and capture the Klingon transports.
We have to play Keep Away. Some Klingon ships will spawn every now and then, just like that. And then we go and destroy the transports, and then one of them will always be left over. Except for that one, because I think it just blew up. So, ignore that example. And once we have the transports disabled, we lock onto a tractor beam and take them over to the giant green beacon over there. And more of them just spawned in. Cool. I will, okay, no, you're taking care of that one. Cool. Thank you for taking care of that. Thank you. I don't like that job anyway. I just did a barrel roll. Cool. Didn't mean to do that. I'm not going to complain, though. You know what? I'm not going to use that ability. I was about to use my Tetryon Cascade, but I don't want to waste that yet. Okay.
The Klingons destroyed the transport you were towing.
Well, that's not my fault.
The Klingon transport.
I mean, we shot them and made their work cars explode, and that killed the transport I was carrying, but it's still not directly our fault. It's only, like, mildly our fault. Anyway, long story short, we gotta rescue the transports. Rescue the transports. We're taking the transports prisoner, actually. So, I finally got one out of the, like, 5. And the next, I'm just gonna use the base maneuvers to get there a little faster. We take them back. We take the little ships for a walk, and we take them for little walkies, and we bring them back over here, and so we can drop them off to the ship daycare over here. And now that they're dropped off at the ship daycare, we go back and we repeat the process for the next 3 minutes. Like I said, this isn't really... This part of the TFO I am not a fan of, and the main stake for that being... have you ever played... What is that one original series TFO mission that was released with Agents of Yesterday that deals with the Doomsday device? Actually, let me look that up, because I don't remember what that was. It dealt with temporal marks. It was... Days of Doom. I hate Days of Doom. I absolutely hate Days of Doom. Because it is one of the most monotonous and boring TFOs in the entire game. And the reason for that is because it actually shares the exact same style of gameplay that we're doing right here. That being, we tractor, well, not tractor really, but essentially we have to play the middleman carrier between point A and point B. Point B being the Doomsday device that we keep trying to slow down. In this case, we're kind of doing the same thing, but also it's a little bit different. But essentially, long story short, I just don't like playing carrier between 2 points because you gotta go in and out of combat to get full impulse back on and off. Gotta wait for red alert to die off, which takes a whole 10 seconds, and it's just really annoying at times. This doesn't really play into that a whole lot because it's not that far a distance. I can't see... it's only about 24 kilometers, so it's not that big a distance, especially since I'm playing in a pilot escort. So I can get there back and forth pretty easily, but it is still annoying to have to go back and forth, and that's why I don't particularly like this part of the TFO. And that's why I don't like Days of Doom, is because the Doomsday device is constantly moving, and you gotta, it's, by the final part there, it is really annoying to have to go and bring those warheads back and forth between the Doomsday device and that asteroid over at the beginning. I mean, it's something like 200 kilometers at the end there. It's really insane. But also, no Klingon ships are spawning. Interesting. Anyway, long story short, though, I do like that. I think I've said that already. So, second time, long story short. I do like this TFO. I think that it's a little long, like I said, for a featured TFO. But I think I'm liking it. It's really different. I do like it. Actually, you know what? Since no ships are spawning over there for whatever reason, we're gonna go on over here and prepare for the next part of the TFO, which is when all heck breaks loose. So the next part of this TFO is just going to be a huge firefight. You'll notice it in the next 7 seconds that we're going to have a small cutscene where we introduce a new enemy or villain, I guess, into the Discovery timeline here.
It's a dreadnought.
And there we go. It's a dreadnought. It's a dreadnought, everyone. Congratulations.
This is a cloud, son of a cloud. We find death before dishonor.
I don't remember what kind of... oh, they have me tractored. Oh, isn't that nice? I don't remember what kind of dreadnought this is. It's a specific kind we saw in Discovery, but it doesn't really matter because we're about to destroy it. So this guy called a car or whatever, he's coming in to try and destroy all the transports and stuff, but we just destroyed all of his support, and now he's alone. And he's gonna die in about 5 seconds because everyone was prepared and waiting for him to spawn in.
So, Starfleet transplant wave. All vessels, withdraw.
And there we go. So we got a featured TFO commendation, which we get all the time. And we also got 100 coupon progress tokens, so that's towards the new Tier 6 unlocking coupon thing for the TFOs. So everyone, that was the new featured TFO, Operation Riposte. That's what I'm calling it. I don't care if I'm saying it wrong because I like the way I say it. Anyway, so I really like the TFO. Once again, I think it's a little bit long for a featured TFO, but like all the mechanics is pretty cool. I mean, look at all these tractor beams. That is really neat. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.